Hey, how's it going, guys? Just a quick video. I officially got my start date for my correctional counselor. Let's just say Prison X. According to exams letters, I do I have to serve probation for at least 1 year. So I'm not gonna say anything about my specific state or correction facility, but maybe later down the road, I can go ahead and give those information though. But I'm looking forward to my career correction prison. Oops. I'm looking forward to my correctional counselor position again at Prison X. It was a long process. I submitted my application through the state website in April, and I got my official start date in early September. So that's 4 months. Well, I played, like I said in the beginning, I played in April. I got a couple interviews, two interviews. One in upstate, which I live, and there's one in somewhere in the middle of the state. So the first interview was downstate. Took an hour to commute. When I was driving there, in my head, I was saying, "Oh man, this commute is pretty long than I thought." And I can't imagine myself doing this twice a day for round trip if I get accepted at this job. So by the time I got there, long story short, I actually choked during the interview. Walking out, I felt terrible. I already knew off the bat I did not get this job. So I felt terrible on that, and the second interview was coming up, which is closer to home, which I was happy about. But my time with the first experience, I wasn't feeling really too confident, and I did little to no studying or practice whatever for the interview on the second interview, and that was in late May. So I showed up, did my part right off the bat. I knew I was nervous as always, but I got my answer straightforward. They were giving me constructive criticism, giving me feedback. It was definitely a two-way conversation, which I felt good. And after that interview, I felt pretty confident. I think I got this job way better than the first interview I got. And the best part was closer to home too, versus going downstate. Luckily for me, I got an answer the following week, so I was pretty happy. I think the interview was on Thursday, and I got the phone call saying I went to the next step on Tuesday, so it didn't take long, just one weekend and some days. And I got a date for the background check. I believe that was in mid-June. I submitted the paperwork and everything else, and the background check took forever, up to believe for me 5 to 6 weeks when I turned it in. From June, I think it was over by actually in late July. I got passed the background check, pretty long. And then got a date. They provided me a date. No, after the background check, I had to do a physical. So I went to a walk-in clinic, got my physical done. I sent all the papers, submitted through HR. HR got back to me saying, okay, went to the next step again. Which was fingerprint and background. So I reported to HR, turned them a benefits form page and everything else, tax papers, whatever, so forth. Done my fingerprints and drug screen. And now I got my start date for September 2nd. So I'm looking forward to it. When I first submitted the guess, I'm not sure if this is all state jobs. Like I submitted an application in April, finally got to start in September, so 4 months. Took a while. 4 or 5 months, which was surprising to me. I thought it would be a quick thing, 1 or 2 months, because I'm currently a state employee. I took about, I think, a month and a half to get an answer. And to get an answer, and interview, and follow up, and start date, and so forth. So, yeah, I'm definitely this is gonna be a new channel moving forward. Unfortunately, I don't have that much job description besides the one in the posting, but that's very generic. So I'm looking forward to it. If you have anything to say, just ask me. Again, this is a channel dedicated to correctional counselor. I want to do some research online, especially on YouTube, since I'm a YouTube junkie, but I wasn't able to find much. The few videos that were out there were outdated, so this is probably, hopefully, the first video about the correctional counselor position. I'm looking forward to. I'm not doing any vlogs or anything like that. If you have any questions or questions you want me to go over, I can probably go in more in detail. Definitely streamline this whole interview process. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll probably do a separate video in depth regarding each of the process, including the interview, background, and everything else is pretty straightforward. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Correctional counselor, ask me. Let the questions down below. Thanks. Bye.